you've been abused by an abusive debt collector and you've heard about the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act or the FDCPA, and maybe you've seen a video or read an article or somebody told you, look, you need to sue this debt collector. And the question comes up, well, what in the world can I get out of that? Well, here's what you can get out of it. First of all, you can get what's called statutory damages, and that's up to $1,000 even if you've not been injured by the debt collector. Just if the debt collector broke the law, you can get up to $1,000. Now, that hasn't changed in about 30 years, so $1,000 is not worth what it used to be, but it's still $1,000. Now, if you can prove, and in almost every case we've ever seen, you would be able to do this, that not only was there a violation of law, but it actually injured you, it harmed you. It may be financially it harmed you, or more likely it's emotional distress or mental anguish. In other words, having a debt collector call all the people at work to embarrass you. Well, that's mental anguish, emotional distress. Calling your ex-mother-in-law, calling all your neighbors, calling people at your church. The only reason to do this is to embarrass you. Well, if it embarrasses you, if it causes you anguish, then the debt collector has accomplished what he or she wants, but they also are now liable to you for damages, and those are called actual damages or compensatory, to compensate you type of damages. Now, under state law, Alabama is where we practice, there are state law claims that can also get you compensatory or actual damages, but more importantly can get you punitive damages. So when the debt collector just acts in a crazy way outside the bounds of reasonable debt collection, then they may be exposed to punitive damages. Those are to punish the debt collector. So if this debt collector, when they're thinking about doing this again, they go, whew, I am not doing that again. But also to send a message to other debt collectors, to say to those other debt collectors, we want to discourage you from doing this type of conduct. So here's a situation. Let's say it's Midland Funding that has harassed you, but then you have Portfolio Recovery, and they're out there thinking, should we call all of this person's coworkers? And then they go, wait a minute, you remember what happened to Midland Funding when they got popped for $500,000 in punitive damage? We are not doing that. Well, that's what the purpose of punitive damage is, not only to punish the company that did the wrong act, but to deter that company and other companies from doing that same type of misconduct in the future. And also under the FDCPA, and we've talked about this in other videos, your attorney can be paid by the debt collector. So those are the types of damages that can be recovered. Very powerful law. It has a wonderful effect on stopping abusive debt collectors. If you live in Alabama and you want to know more about this, or you want to talk to us or get a free information package from us, just call us, 205-879-2447, or go to alabamaconsumer.com and you can contact us through there. Thank you.